What is up, guys? Back again. So today I'm just gonna run through a couple quick things I was able to find about the OnePlus 5 before the launch. That's supposedly gonna happen within the next couple of hours or so. And let's go ahead and get through it. So recently, The Verge had just wrote an article about the OnePlus 5. As you can see, this is a fairly cool looking design, whatever that they painted on the wall. But getting to where we need to go. Now this here is the quick lineup of all of the phones that they were thinking about making with the OnePlus 5 until they settled with the actual design of this right here. But looking at or this phone right here, this is the supposed to be the finished prototype that they're gonna release with the phone. Just going through looking at some of the phones, I think that some of these are fairly good looking phones. I like some of these down here on the end. As you can see, the phone kind of looks fairly similar to the iPhone 7. And just getting down to it, so what the OnePlus 5 said they were mainly focusing on now, since they weren't able to create like the infinity screens and stuff like the Samsung S8, is that they were mainly going to focus on the camera. As you can see, all of the cameras that are on here are dual lens. So since they weren't able to, the CEO said that they weren't able to have the resources to create a really good display on the front. So they ended up changing their focus mainly to creating a phone that had a fairly good camera on it that would be cheaper than the Samsung S8 and the Apple iPhone. So they were mainly going to just focus on doing that. As you can see here, that something they wanted to try, but they didn't have the current resources and stuff to access those displays and stuff. So they mainly just shifted their gears and stuff to having dual camera systems. They said that for the dual lens, that one of the lenses is going to be a 16 megapixel camera with aperture of, or I believe that's aperture of 1.7 lens, and then the second one is going to be a 20 megapixel sensor with a 2.6. It's supposed to be a telephoto lens. It's supposed to be the highest resolution camera on any smartphone today, and it's going to have a couple of the zooming in and DSLR blurring capabilities. And now these are just a couple of pictures of showing how they attach the camera to the phone and stuff. And what else there was it? And now this is just the final look of what supposedly the phone is going to look like, but we won't know that until maybe a couple hours from now, of what the final picture and stuff is gonna, or what the final phone is gonna look like and stuff. And they said that it's supposed to be a premium phone that you can expect to probably spend somewhere around maybe $500 to $700, as you can see. And like I was saying earlier, that their main focus was just making sure the camera was the best for the phone. Now this is just another prototype of the phone that I was just showing you guys, because it's just in a different color versus the black. And then also someone wrote an article on some of the features and stuff that they are really hoping that the OnePlus 5 is going to have, such as wireless charging and water resistance, and then the curved glass body. But I'm not exactly sure, since the CEO said they were mainly going to focus on just the camera. So this one is probably not going to be on there, the curved body, and then the dual lens, and that's pretty much it. But as far as the wireless charging, most phones should start getting ready to get the wireless charging, and then same with the water resistance. So most phones by now should start having this, since like Samsung and Apple are starting to, almost all of their phones are starting to be really waterproof and stuff. So other companies are going to have to start keeping up with the major phone companies. But other than that, that's pretty much it, what I was able to find as far as the OnePlus 5. So be sure to leave some comments down below on your thoughts and stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.